Tuesday the 19th of June 2018, 9:44 London. Alliance News. Stocks in London opened sharply lower on Tuesday, after the tit-for-tat trade war between the US and China escalated, while Ferguson bucked the trend, rising after a strong third-quarter performance. The FTSE 100 index was down 0.9%, or 65.03 points, at 7,566.30 at the open Tuesday. The mid-cap FTSE 250 index was down 1.1%, or 223.31 points, at 20,776.29. The AIM All-Share Index was down 0.5% at 1,095.12, the Cboe UK 100 was down 0.9% at 12,821.94, the Cboe UK 250 was down 1.0% at 19,016.97, and the Cboe UK Small Companies was down 0.1% at 12,878.33. Beijing immediately vowed retaliation after U.S. President Donald Trump late Monday said he would impose a 10% tariff on another $200 billion United States dollars worth of Chinese goods, in a further escalation of the trade war between the economic rivals. The Chinese Commerce Ministry accused the U.S. of practicing extreme pressure and blackmail, saying it was deviating from the consensus reached by the two parties' many consultations, and had disappointed the international community very much. If the U.S. became irrational, China would have to take strong and comprehensive countermeasures, it added. In the U.S. on Monday, Wall Street ended broadly lower, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average ending down 0.4% PS. In Asia on Tuesday, the Japanese Nikkei 225 index closed down 1.8%. In China, the Shanghai Composite ended down 3.8%, while the Hang Seng Index in Hong Kong down 3.2%. Markets in China and Hong Kong resumed trading following the Dragon Boat holiday on Monday. In the last few weeks, investors have been a bit flaky in terms of how much attention they were willing to pay to the trade tensions. Well, they took them seriously on Tuesday, the markets following Monday's bloody trading with another truly troublesome decline, said SpreadX analyst Connor Campbell. On the London Stock Exchange, Ferguson was the best blue-chip performer at the open, up 1.8% after the plumbing and heating product supplier reported a rise in third-quarter earnings. For the quarter ending April 30th, profit rose 17% to $356 million United States dollars from $304 million United States dollars last year. Revenue grew 10% to $5.08 billion United States dollars from the prior year's $4.61 billion United States dollars. Revenue was 8% ahead of last year at constant exchange rates and 7.1% ahead on an organic basis. Ferguson also said the sale of Nordic's business Stark Group was completed in March for around $1.20 billion United States dollars. Looking ahead, the company, which was formerly known as Wolseley, said the fourth quarter has started well with organic revenue growth in line with the third quarter. Given the third-quarter performance, the group said it is well-positioned for a successful outcome for the year, it said. At the other end of the large-cap index, Ashtead Group was the worst performer, down 6.8% despite the equipment rental company registering double-digit growth in profit and revenue for its recently ended financial year, through strong performances in each of its markets. Underlying pre-tax profit for its year-ended April 30th rose by 16% to £862.1 million British pounds from £765.1 million British pounds the year before due to strong performance in its Sun Belt business, both in the US and Canada. Taking out the impact of amortization and exceptional items, pre-tax profit was up 21% to £927.3 million British pounds from £793.4 million British pounds. This was on double-digit revenue growth to £3.79 billion British pounds from £3.19 billion British pounds the prior year, as rental revenue rose by 20% to £3.41 billion British pounds from £2.90 billion British pounds. Adjusted pre-tax profit fell slightly short of analyst consensus for its year of £934.7 million British pounds, however revenue emerged as the outperformer, beating the £3.67 billion British pounds forecast. In the FTSE 250, Cboe was the best performer at the open, up 3.3% after the outsourcer said it agreed to sell its non-core supplier assessment services business to Warburg Pincus for £160 million in cash. The sale comes as Cboe looks to simplify its business operations after issuing a profit warning earlier this year. Languishing at the bottom of the mid-cap index was McCarthy. In the financial year ending August compared to 2,302 in 2017, McCarthy. The group's forward order book including legal completions currently stands at £706 million, up from £639 million a year ago. As such, the company is now conducting a strategic review led by Chairman Paul Lester. McCarthy. Still to come in the international economic events calendar, there is Eurozone current account on construction output figures at 0900 BST and 1000 BST, respectively. There also are U.S. housing starts at 1330 BST. In addition, European Central Bank President Mario Draghi speaks at the ECB Forum on Central Banking in Sintra, Portugal at 0900 BST. Sterling was lower quoted at 1.3208 United States dollars early Tuesday, against 1.3246 United States dollars at the London equities close on Monday. In domestic political news, the UK government faces another battle to appease Brexit rebels in the Commons after Lords again backed giving MPs a meaningful vote on the final Brexit deal. The to and fro over Parliament's role as the UK leaves the EU will return to the Commons after peers inflicted another heavy defeat on the government on Monday. They backed an amendment to the EU withdrawal bill, tabled by Viscount Hailsham, which would require the government to allow MPs to vote on how it would proceed in the absence of a Brexit deal by January 21 next year. MPs will now vote on whether to adopt the motion, which was brought in after pro-EU rebels led by former Attorney General Dominic Grieve accused the government of reneging on measures they believed had been agreed to stave off a rebellion last week. This will not only test May's ability to steer a minority government but also the pound's buoyancy as pro-EU rebels promise they can collapse the government if their demands aren't met. Theresa May showing signs of weakness and an inability to control her party wouldn't bode well for the future as several other pieces of legislation is still needed in order to prepare for Brexit, said London Capital's Jasper Lawler. By Arvind Gunjan at AllianceNews.com. Copyright 2018 Alliance News Limited. All rights reserved.